Okay, so here's another example. This time, again, we've got the variable on the right-hand side and the answer on the left. So it looks a little bit backwards, but again, it doesn't matter what side you start on as long as you end up with the right answer. So the first thing we're going to do is, again, we're going to drag our circle over to our 5x because we want to isolate the 5x. So I'm going to put that on top of it there. Then I see that I have a plus 7 over here beside it. I want to get rid of my plus 7. So the opposite of adding by 7 is to subtract by 7. So I bring over my minus 7 here. So there is a minus 7. And again, that cancels it out. So we're done with the 7s on the right-hand side. But remember, if I subtract 7 on the right-hand side, I need to also subtract 7 on the left-hand side. So I'm going to drag over my minus 7 here. So there is a minus 7 there. Now, again, 7 minus 7 is 0. So we don't have to perform that operation because they're just zeroed out. They cancel each other out. But on the left-hand side, I can say 22 minus 7. 22 minus 7 gives me 15. So I'm going to create a 15 here. There's my 15. I haven't used my equal sign, so I can bring down my equal sign here. And I haven't used my 5x, so I'll bring down my 5x over here like this. So I'm bringing everything down that I had up there. So my new problem, again, that we talked about is 15 equals 5x. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to isolate my x variable. So I drag my circle across it, which still doesn't go above it, but I'll fix that. And I see that my 5 and the x are side by side, so they multiply. So I want to do the opposite of multiplying by 5, which is to divide by 5. So I'm going to say divide by 5 on this side. Again, these two cancel out because the opposite of multiplying is to divide. And if I divide by 5 on the right-hand side, I also need to divide by 5 on the left-hand side. So I'm going to drag over my divide by 5 on the right-hand side and left-hand. So I've got a divide by 5 on both sides. Now I can go ahead and perform the operation. 15 divided by 5 leaves me with 3. I still have my equal sign. And now my x is isolated. So I'm just going to bring it down. And that is your final answer. X equals 3.